So here we are, day 62. A couple of things to talk to you about today. First one is a personal thing. I've had a number of people ask questions about the background that I record my COVID diaries in, or that if anybody who joins a Zoom or a Microsoft Teams call with me that they see. So yes, these are all CDs in the background. I do like listening to my music. The wolf cuddly thing that's in the background is a head cover for my golf club, and behind me on the bookcases here, all those model cars are all of the same car. They're all of a Bentley, including this green thing here, which is the radiator for a Bentley. It's actually a decanter to put a nice brandy or scotch in or something. And the reason for all of the Bentleys is because some people may know that my middle name is Bentley. So it's a collection of Bentleys that I've built up over time. Some of those are cars I played with as a kid, and some of them are nice models of the famous sort of 1920s, 1930s Bentleys that I was named after. So that's the personal thing. The second thing is about the unlockdown, as it's currently being referred to, and what does phase 2 look like when Boris makes an announcement on Sunday to lift some of the restrictions. What is that going to look like, and what's it going to mean from a business point of view? So today we've sent out an email communication to all of our customers who have offices, and we've done a big long list of things that they need to be checking in their offices from an IT point of view ahead of reopening their office. There's a number of things in there, and we're going to do a blog post on that one, put it on our website, and maybe I'll talk to you about some of the IT related topics in the coming COVID diaries. But the stuff I was going to talk about today are the non-IT related ones, because just for ourselves, as we're looking at our own office and thinking, well, what do we need to do before we move people back in there? I guess let's caveat that. I don't think that we're going to be moving anybody back in there soon. I think once we hit phase 2 of the lockdown, I think it's very much going to be the same thing for us, which is if we can work from home, which we clearly can, then don't change things. Don't all head back into the office. So there's a number of things to consider though when we do get to whenever that office is going to reopen, and how do we handle it. But one of the things that I'm really focused on at the moment is making sure that we're going into the office regularly and running all the taps. We are flushing the toilets and making sure that there's no sort of build up of stagnant water. Legionnaire's disease and things like that can be prevalent if water is stagnant and not moving. And for some people's offices, they could be looking at 3 months, maybe more, since their taps were run, making sure the coffee machines are flushed through, making sure air conditioning wasn't something we needed back in March. It was quite cold, but with the lovely sunny weather that's out there today, air conditioning is just definitely one of those things that we're going to need when we get back into the office. So I'm urging people now to be prepared, think about the things that you are going to need to do, and think about how you start to bring that office back online. Maybe even, do you need an office? Is it the right thing for you to have? But hey, that's a bigger question. But the more you think about this now, the more you draw up your lists of the different things that you're going to need to address, the easier it's going to be when the government do announce their lift of restrictions, for us to think about, okay, well, these are the things we need to go and put in place now. So hope that makes you think. Hope that's useful. It's Wednesday. We have one more COVID diary this week, and then we have our Friday bank holiday for our VE celebrations. So I will see you all again and speak to you tomorrow. In the meantime, look after yourself and enjoy the lovely weather today. Thank you.
Hi everyone, hope everyone's keeping well. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the idea of community today. I spoke yesterday about my immediate community and how that's changed, but actually I just wanted to share some good news stories with you today about what some of the people in Project 5 have been up to. So I'm going to start with Hazel, who's our finance director. She's actually been delivering shopping to the elderly and the vulnerable probably for about 8 weeks now. So she gets up at the crack of dawn, gets the shopping lists, goes out, does the shopping, delivers it all safely, and I know that's been really, really well received. So that's a lovely thing that she's doing. Then we've got Laura, who's our finance assistant, and during her furlough time, she has volunteered for a charity called Underdog International, and they've got loads of volunteers that have come forward, and they are helping people who have been affected by COVID-19, who perhaps can't get out and walk their dog, who can't get food and pet supplies, or who can't take their dog to the vet. So Laura, who's a huge animal lover, she's got a couple of dogs herself, but she's out doing that, which is amazing. And thirdly, Sadie, our graphic designer, she's currently on furlough, but her mum has been making masks for key workers, carers and the vulnerable for probably the last 6 weeks now, which is amazing. She's made about, I think, 2,500 masks altogether. She's been sewing from the crack of dawn till night time. She's giving them away for free for key workers and people on the front line. And if anyone else wants them, they're making a donation to charity, or a small donation for the material. I think she spent about £600 in stamps so far, bless her. But it's an amazing thing to be doing, and I think it's really nice to share these sorts of stories. We hear a lot of doom and gloom and a lot of catastrophising on social media and in the news at the moment, and it's really nice to share what people are doing and to really feel that sense of community. So if you've got any good news stories to share, we'd love to hear them to bring a smile to our faces. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.